So I don't know if anybody else have. I guarantee you, people's having problems with these buildings. Some of these things they don't line up exactly. Then they allow you to lock a different way, which makes no sense. I've literally put the stairs in the same place, but sometimes it'll be a little bit up or a little bit down, and it doesn't make sense. So through a billion trials and errors, I was able to get up that high without having a foundation. I originally had a foundation right here because it kept saying I needed it, and I was able to destroy the whole thing. But that one piece, every time I tried, any way I tried to figure out a way to try to take that out, it would end up destroying the whole thing. It didn't make no damn sense. Damn it. Anyway, so I don't even need walls or nothing, just a ceiling on the sides here. But I needed one that had support, um, had wall supports. But then just a minute ago, it said I need a foundation. I couldn't build this right here. So I made one more foundation down there. I don't know where I'm at. Whatever. Where the wall is connected to. You can see I made one stone foundation because I don't know if I'm actually need to keep it or not. But if I do, anyway, see that one in the middle right here? This wall right here, it won't allow me to take it. I accidentally put it down because it's different than the way I've been building. And I was like, oh, that was in the wrong place. Uh, because I'm just going one ceiling, one wall, one ceiling, one wall, one ceiling, one wall. I don't need that ceiling part right there. But when I took it out, all half of this up here stayed, and all that half down there stayed, but all this in the middle disappeared. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely zero sense. That's crappy programming, man. Let's see, but so what I'm trying to do is, which I can't. I've tried ramps. And the ramps don't make no damn sense. The ramp goes almost like straight vertically down, almost. Or you can walk up and down it, but it looks freaking retarded. It looks retarded. It should be the exact same angle as the steps. See, it looks normal. That looks okay. Walking up and down that, it looks okay. That's what it should be. But no, it almost goes straight vertically down. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to use ramps. I'm like, well, what can I use? It won't allow me to use um, um, angled ceilings. I kept having all kinds of problem with that. So I was like, I'll just do steps. And I was able, through a billion trials and errors, able to get these steps of this daggone high. Does it make any sense? And you don't need, and these only need support. They don't need wall supports all the way up. Just the sides. As long as that one in the middle has it, then the two on the sides can have it. And like I said, I had a whole foundation here. It said I wouldn't allow me to take down. Eventually, I took it down, but it left that one piece. That's just stupid. And here's another thing, because I need everything to be I need everything to be leveled, so I can't do the pillars. It won't accept it as a foundation. It won't accept. There's these foundation that I made the walls with over there. So I was going to do those because it would just be a thin line and not this big block, right? Taking up my space. So I did those at first, and it kept saying I don't have a foundation. I can't put a stairs there. I had a wall and one of those little tiny foundations you put in the ground. A little, just looks like a log, and put a wall up. It wouldn't allow me to put a step on it. It wouldn't allow me to connect anything to it because it said there's no foundation. I'm like, it is a foundation. That's what it's called. That's literally the name of it. Foundation. but it won't accept it unless it's one of these blocks. But you can eventually remove one of these blocks after you build this up. That's 0 cents. That makes 0 cents in programming. So, but here's the other thing. I'm trying to go all the way across because I'm trying to build this big, basically ramp up to a height big enough for these behemoth, these um, these uh, big creatures like these brontosauruses, and in case, because I'm gonna put them on wonder, I'm building a whole entire another um, um, wall structure around outside this each behemoth gate. So it's not going to be the only way. There's going to be two gate systems coming into here. That's my point. So when I put them on Rome, all the creatures on Rome that are in here, if I ever open this gate, as long as I have the other one closed, if they try to go in there, I'll have to bring them back in here. I'm not sure that will ever be the case because I want to build specific structures for them to house them in. But I also don't want to destroy this ground. I want to keep the grass. I want to keep all this here. I'm trying to allow little things that still spawn up in here, like rock and stuff like that. See this little fiber and stuff? You get the fruits and fiber and things. I want to keep that. Um, but also, I found out, which I'm pretty sure I'm right about. I tested it. I built I tore it down. There was a structure over there with just a pillar and then had some roofs right over one of these areas where these grass spawns where you can get thatch and berries and stuff like that. I mean, fiber and berries and stuff like that. So I built a big structure above it because I thought, well, if it's because I realized underneath that structure, sometimes some things uh, they don't work. So the rain's not getting to it. And I'm thinking, so I'm not sure I'm 100% correct, but it was over here and now I took it down. But as you can see, there's now that I've took it down, it's rained. These things pop back up, as far as I know. So, so that's what I was wondering. If I build a roof up here, how much of this is going to affect the ground down here, which makes no freaking sense. But okay, I'll accept it because of the rain. I'll accept that part only because of the rain. So anyway, what I'm trying to do is build this and then build a roof, flooring, because you can't do floor. It's roof, but you be walking on it. You know what I mean? It's a floor. It ended up being a floor. It's stupid. But so I'm trying to build that big enough for them in case they roam up in here. I don't mind if they roam up in there. And I'm gonna put a railing up there or walls, or more than likely if they do roam up there, I'll try small walls. I don't know if railing. I guess railing would be the same. Um, but these big guys though, they might walk off of it and fall down here, which would be stupid. So I might have to do a double wall, and that's another thing. They don't even have a double wall. No, they got when you do a large wall, it's like four levels up, right? So you get this one tiny little wall here, or four of these. That's it. How you gonna jump from that to four? I don't see anywhere where there's a half wall equivalent to them big large walls. So that's stupid. That don't make no sense. Um, but I'd probably have to do if they fall off of a railing system or a wall, then they probably fall. I'd probably need to put two. two of these walls down, and then I'd be good. And then they wouldn't fall off up there. Because I want to go real high, but to do that, and then I want to build elevator systems. And I don't want all this stuff down here on the ground. That's the thing. I've been trying to figure out because I was like, well, if I need foundation, then I need threes, right? And it seemed like I needed every fourth, every fourth square, I needed a foundation. But then I was able to take this down. I said, well, I guess I don't need every fourth. I don't need a foundation because I was able to take all that down. So I'm going to try that again, doing a bunch of trial and error to see if I can take this down and then keep going over. But right now, that height is good. I think that height is good. I don't think that their heads would I think their heads wouldn't touch it. Once I'm done, I'm gonna put a stair here, and then a ceiling there, and I want to put ceiling all the way across. But I'm guessing at some point it's gonna say you don't have a foundation. You can't do that. I'll build like 2 squares, and it'll say you can't do that. Yeah, I can't even make no ceilings. I'll go get some more dang on material. Oh, look right there. I can make one. It's another thing. It's so janky. Like, look at this. Why is it halfway on the wall and halfway off the wall and not even where I want it to be? I have to aim on myself a certain way. There you go. See what I mean? Just to get that. It's dumb. And it made no sense. It's just crappy programming. And if I was to click these see a little square where it looks like it's turned this way or turned, no, that's not what it is. It's going up and down. Up and down. That ain't make no sense. So I'm going to see from this point, this is, because see where they're at is on a higher part of ground. So if they were to walk under it, then their head might. Now I think if they walk under this, then I'd be okay. I don't want their heads coming up through the floor. That's the main thing. When they walk, they put their head down a little bit more, so they don't actually go through the gate, the top of the gate. But see how they are right now, just standing there? Their heads are higher than the gate. If they was walking like that, their head would go through the gate top. And that's stupid. But, so I think as long as they ain't underneath it standing still, then their heads will be coming up through the floor. And that's just going to look stupid. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try to build a whole entire roof or wall, ceilings. It's actually going to be a floor, but whatever. See how far I can get. I'll probably only be able to build one more, and then they'll say, you need a foundation. But I'm done with the steps at this point. That's as far up as I wanted to go. So that's a great height. Yeah. We'll find out. I'll do another video and update when I'm fucking finished killing myself trying to figure out how to get this janky ass building system to work for me. I know you can do like a catwalk. So if I take the ceiling down instead and put a catwalk in, maybe it's longer. And then it'll give me more length. Then I don't have to worry about putting ceilings in. That might work. I'll try that.